Hello everyone, dear friends, you're on the Melonfonk channel. We're going to discuss the most popular mods, safeties and in general works from workshop at Melon Playground. But before we start, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys right here who made it into this video. And if you want to be in my next video, just do a few pretty simple things. 1. Subscribe to the channel. 2. Put a like under this video. 3. Write a top comment of 3 words or more so that it can make it into my next video. Well, fulfill the conditions, it's very simple. Enjoy watch. There is a huge amount of work in the workshop right now. Some guys even earn a tidy sum from it. I decided to see what are the most popular works now and how much they correspond to their popularity. Well, let's take a look and move on to the first mod itself. The first mod really surprised me, because it collected just some incredible 11,000 likes. I'm afraid to even imagine how many there are actually downloads, and in fact it is really cheap cost and it is a woman corn. You just imagine, here is this work collected 13,000 favorites and 11,000 likes. The author of course well done, in general texture is pretty good. Yes, and NPC women always attract young people who are in puberty, because in general it is fun. Girls. All the same girls are usually attracted to men. 11,000 likes on this job, it's just something unbelievable. It's the most popular work in the workshop so far. And that's it. I think now there are about 20-30,000 downloads, and you can only imagine how many coins it is, just some incredible amount of money earned by the author on this mod. I think that with this mod he earned more than 100,000 coins, but it's more than $100, which is certainly cool for the author in Melon Playground. Fair or not, decide for yourself. I'm even afraid to make an assessment of this mod. Of course in general mod is not bad, beautiful NPC, and I would put him 8 points. To make it the most popular in the game, as I think it is not worth it, because I have seen hundreds of mods that are cooler than this. And here's even for comparison, this NPC Melon Woman is basically the exact same texture, it's free and has just times less likes, times less downloads and times less favorites, and where the justice is I don't know. Well, you can rate it yourself, of course. The next mod is also incredibly popular, but just to the point of being insanely incredibly popular. This is 3D Melon. Now it is relatively on the hype, and even videos with this mod are gaining good views. This mod has a little over 6,000 likes, which by the standards of the workshop on Melon Playground is very much, and gained these likes in a short period of time. The mod costs quite a lot, coins about 1,000, and you only with this mod. I'll spoiler you, just a huge amount of coins are in this author, but in general I do not judge him. He did well and cool that now all critters can now earn on the game, it's very cool. And if you have the opportunity to buy a mod, why not splurge and support the author to do more work in the future? So this is such a motivation for you to play Melon Playground, to gain more hand, learn to build, learn to make mods and expose their collected a huge amount of likes, views and money. In general the mod is not bad, again, but to make it so popular it is certainly strange, but it is popular in terms of it is now on a huge hype, and YouTube collect views, so in general fair download it has, and a score of 8 I will put. It's not perfect, but it's not bad, the idea is very cool. And let's move on to the next mod, which actually really surprised me as well. The next mod has found its incredible popularity in the workshop. There's just over 5,000 likes, and that's actually a lot too. And it's this kind of fat melon, it's really just a huge fat melon. All in all I don't see anything supernatural about it, it's not some incredible mod, but it's a very cool idea. As for the idea, I can see why it's so popular, and the overall 5,000 likes I can understand too. The cost is also quite adequate. So leaving it a score of 8 I can also, and I understand why 8 points is well deserved. But write your evaluation in the comments. As for me it is very cool and interesting mod with a cool idea. The next mod from the New Year's Eve contest, so it is so popular, it also has about 5,000 likes, and in general these likes he collected because of the New Year's Eve contest, because it could be bought a gift, that is, it costs a huge amount of coins, 50,000 coins costs the snowman monster. As for me it is certainly inadequate some amount, but it is because of the New Year's Eve contest and it was received for gifts, so in essence it is free and costs there about 4 gifts. It seems inexpensive. Does it deserve so much attention? As for me probably not such a cool mod, but because of the New Year's contest it is still at the top of the popular. Be sure to write in the comments. The next mod is also quite popular, and again all because of the New Year's contest. Also collected some incredible number of likes and also costs 50,000 coins, which to me is obviously unjustified. This is such a Christmas robot, in general cool, interesting and beautiful, but for it to become 50,000 coins, clearly the developers smoked something before calling this price tag. In general, I'll give him a score of 6, well at most, but Emoris for me is not worth it. It is not so interesting, not so beautiful, the texture is not so detailed, just an ordinary mod, clearly not at this price tag and clearly not at this popular. Again, write your opinion in the comments. The next mod is a little more interesting, again it is also obviously from the New Year's contest, so it hangs at the top of the popular. This is Frost Monster, normal mod, interesting, but as for me lacks detail and again I think quite undeserved. The cost of 50,000 coins, it is certainly very expensive, but for gifts it was bought, so it came out all cheap, deserved popularity, well probably not. How much grade I give him? Probably 6 points, in general just a normal interesting NPC, which is not straight wow and not straight deserves your attention. Your opinion of course write in the comments. Well, the next mod is much more interesting, actually for some reason a lot of NPCs in the popular workshop, but in general the next mod is more interesting. This is a ghost, really cool, interesting, unusual texture. In general the ghost deserves your attention. It also has a normal number of likes, about 3,000, and in general interesting cool mod, which is not so expensive and I recommend it to you. Here is a good mod, and this is the first mod that received 9 points, and in general it really deserves your attention. The next mod is probably some kind of childish joke, because it has just an incredible amount of likes and it costs a lot. It's something like, I don't understand where it came from and what game it came from. It's a very strange texture, very strange NPCs. Well, obviously it's some popular like Skibbity Toilet or something like that. Honestly, I don't really know much about it. Write in the comments if you know what kind of monster is on your screen right now. Overall an interesting texture, but not to the popularity that he is in the workshop. Point 7, I'll give it a 7. Unusual stuff. Weird, but come on. Really weird. Let's move on to the next mod. The next one is such a Snow Queen, which is again from the New Year's contest and which is probably the most interesting among all the NPCs, which were not today of course, but among the New Year's items, this is probably the most interesting NPC. I'll give it 9 points, and really deserves your attention. If you want to buy some cool New Year queen, she is the one for you. Really cool, beautiful, and unusual. 9 points is well deserved. The next mod also amazed me, because at first I did not understand why there are so many downloads, some incredible number of likes of favorites. Of course, it also costs a cosmos of money. I first thought that this is some kind of joke, but then when I downloaded this monster on the map, it is such a large-scale construction. I did your hands, kiss this. In general, I am ready to put this mod 9 points, because just incredible, but what is the idea? I did not understand. Perhaps again it is some kind of meme, or perhaps it is among children popular toy. Your opinion of course write in the comments. The following mod is the first construction for today, which is really popular in the workshop. It has a lot of downloads and in general for the price is adequate. It is a working elevator for the map acid. In general cool normal mechanism is not directly on its popularity. Honestly, I do not understand why so much it is generally worth, but working interesting cool elevator I will put it 7 points, quite deservedly interesting construction, moreover well for its popularity, well normal in general. Of course not perfect, but the construction is interesting as an idea. Today was much worse in some places. And the last popular item for today is the New Year's turret, which shoots cakes, also from the New Year's Eve contest, so it was in the top of downloads. Interesting mod, cool texture, well, why not? Here I will also put 8 points, unusual mod, cool, well 8 points as if something is missing. And in general today, guys, like a huge number of mods, saves, buildings, but agree, guys, some strange feeling, as if we were cheated, because in fact nothing outstanding we saw today. But why some buildings have 10, 15,000 likes, it's something, it's really a lot. I did not really understand it, and these are only likes. And imagine how many there are real downloads, there will be more than 10,000 for sure, mods and buildings, and this is just some incredible money, that is really people earn thousands of dollars on these buildings, on these mods, just because, I do not know why it becomes popular for me, it is incomprehensible and strange. But your opinion, of course, leave in the comments. What do you think about it? Write your favorite build and favorite mod from this video in the comments. I will be interested to know what you really like the most. Well, this is the end of my video. Thank you all for watching. Good luck. Goodbye everyone, and remember buddy, as always, see you the other day.